In our today's historical journey, we are going to explore Israel's history of conflict, from Rome to present day. Israel has a history of standing its ground. If threatened, it responds, as seen in recent events near the Syrian-Iraq border. In the 6th century, Israel was under Roman rule. It was a diverse land, home to Christians, Arabs, and Jews. Then came the birth of Islam and the start of the Caliphate. This led to a war with Rome, marking the beginning of a power shift. The Roman Empire gradually weakened. The Muslim world began to rise, leading to a tug-of-war between Islam and the Christian world. This conflict has ebbed and flowed over centuries. Sometimes the Christian world triumphs, sometimes the Arabs. This historical tension continues to shape present-day Israel. Let's delve into the history of Israel and Palestine, a land that has seen many rulers. Once the Turks had control over this region. Later, Egypt also ruled it. Over time, control shifted between Christians and Muslims. The Ottoman Empire, also known Turkish Empire, that controlled most of Southeast Europe, eventually took over, ruling for a significant period. This was a pivotal point in the region's history. In 1878, during the Ottoman Empire's early years, the population was diverse, where 87 were Muslims, 10 Christians, and 3 Jews. Fast forward to 1900, the first creation of Israel took place. Jews from different countries had long yearned for their own nation. After the First and Second World Wars, Britain gradually took over the area, marking another significant shift in the region's history. Jerusalem, a city with a complex history, has been a battleground for the British, Jews, and Arabs. The fight for control has been relentless and bloody. Why were Jews so determined to establish their country here? The answer lies in their history. There was no other country in the world that belonged to Jews. They yearned for a homeland, and they saw it in Israel. Jerusalem holds a unique religious significance for Christians, Muslims, and Jews. For Jews, Jerusalem is their motherland, a belief rooted in their religious texts. The Christian religious texts, the Old Testament, mentions a prophet named Abraham. He is considered the patriarch of the Jewish race, further strengthening their connection to Jerusalem. This shared religious significance has led to a long-standing conflict. Christians, Muslims, and Jews have all fought for control over Jerusalem, making it a focal point in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The history of Jerusalem is a tapestry of faith, identity, and conflict. Understanding that this history is key to understanding the ongoing Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Jerusalem holds a unique place in 3 major world religions: Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. The city's significance begins with Abraham. He's revered in all 3 faiths, albeit differently. Jews trace their lineage to him, while Christians and Muslims recognize him as a messenger of God. For Christians, Jerusalem is the land of action. It's where Jesus Christ was raised, making it a vital religious site. Jews consider Jerusalem their motherland. It's tied to the 12 tribes of Israel and the beginnings of Abraham, their ancestor. Muslims, on the other hand, have a significant connection to Jerusalem due to the Al-Aqsa Mosque. This sacred site cements the city's importance in Islam. In conclusion, Jerusalem's significance spans across Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, each viewing it through a unique religious lens. Jerusalem, a city sacred to Christians, Jews, and Muslims, is located in Palestine. This city has been a constant source of conflict. Jerusalem is home to Al-Aqsa Mosque, where Islam began with Prophet Muhammad. This makes it a special place for all 3 religions. After World War I, Britain, weakened, began to lose its grip on Palestine. On the other hand, America emerged as a superpower. Many Jews, displaced after the war, started moving towards Palestine. The British, preparing to leave, did little to stop this. Once the British left, violence erupted between Arabs and Jews. This period was marked by numerous killings. In 1948, with a significant Jewish population in Palestine, Israel declared itself a free country. This was a dream they had nurtured for years. The US supported the creation of Israel. This was a significant turning point in the history of the region. Before leaving, the British divided Palestine into two parts. This was a typical British policy: divide and rule. Just like India and Pakistan, the story of Israel and Palestine is one of division. The decision was made to split Palestine into two. One part became Arab Palestine, the other Israel. A third piece, Jerusalem, held significance for three religions. In 1948, Israel declared itself a free country. This declaration sent shockwaves to the United Nations. The United Nations was thrown into a state of panic. The situation was complex and required delicate handling. Today, Israel is recognized as a free country. Palestine, however, remains a contested land between Arabs and Jews. The Israel-Palestine conflict is a complex issue, rooted in history and fraught with emotion. Understanding its origins is key to seeking resolution. Jerusalem, a city claimed by Christians, Muslims, and Jews, is under international management. The decision was made that Jerusalem would not belong to Palestine or Israel, but to the UN. An international government was proposed to oversee the city and resolve the ongoing disputes. This proposal was passed, suggesting an international government would step in under the auspices of the UN to manage Jerusalem. However, time passed, and the conflict between Palestine and Israel persisted. The situation changed with the emergence of Iran, the first Shia Islam country in the world. Like Israel, is the first Jewish country. Despite being one of the 100 smallest countries, Israel, with a population of only 8.5 million, continues to be at the heart of this complex issue. In 1948, Israel was established, a nation reborn after centuries, but peace was elusive. Surrounded by adversaries, Israel found itself in constant conflict. Jerusalem, the heart of the nation, was always a battleground. In 1979, Iran became the first Shia country under Ayatollah Khomeini, former supreme leader of Iran. Iran never accepted Israel's existence, believing Jerusalem was seized unlawfully. The Quds Force, Iran's Revolutionary Guard, was named after Jerusalem. Major Qasem Soleimani. The conflict continues, a testament to the complex history of this region. The story of Israel's establishment as a nation is one of struggle, aspiration, and triumph. Israel's journey to independence was fraught with challenges. The nation faced constant threats from neighboring countries, particularly Iran. Despite these threats, the Jewish people held on to their aspiration for a homeland. They were determined to establish a nation where they could live freely and securely. Historians note that the tension between Israel and Iran has been a significant part of Israel's history. Accusations of Iran's nuclear preparations led to international sanctions, further complicating the region's politics. Personal stories from this period highlight the resilience of the Jewish people. They faced adversity with courage and an unshakable belief in their cause. The birth of Israel is a testament to the power of determination and the enduring human spirit. It's a story that continues to inspire people around the world. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict has deep roots. It's a complex issue involving multiple players. Lebanon has been accused by Israel of supporting Hamas and Hezbollah, Palestinian organizations that often trouble Israel. These groups receive funding, weapons, and training from Iran. Iran's support for Hamas and Hezbollah makes Israel feel threatened. Iran's alleged attempts to develop a nuclear bomb also concern Israel, which already possesses nuclear weapons. Two key issues in the conflict are the occupation of Jerusalem and the Syrian border. These disputes have repeatedly brought Israel and Palestine into conflict. When Israel was established, it became the world's only Jewish country. This development added another layer to the ongoing conflict. Understanding the history of Jerusalem and the Israeli-Palestinian conflict requires a grasp of these complex dynamics. Jerusalem, a city woven into the faiths of Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. A place where intertwined histories create a rich tapestry of belief and tradition. For Christians, it's the city of Christ's crucifixion and resurrection, a cornerstone of their faith. Jews see Jerusalem as their ancestral home, the site of their ancient temple and the heart of their religion. To Muslims, it's the third holiest site associated with the Prophet Muhammad's night journey and ascension to heaven. Despite differences, all three religions share a reverence for this city, each with their unique perspectives. In Jerusalem, we see a testament to religious diversity, a city that holds deep significance for different faiths. Israel has made significant strides in science and technology. They built a robust army thanks to their alliances with nations like America. Israel's military strength is further bolstered by their nuclear capabilities. This power has made them a formidable force on the global stage. Out of Israel's population of 8.5 million, 3 million are soldiers. That's a staggering 40% of the population serving in the military. In a unique move, Israel's army comprises 50 men and 50 women. That's 1.5 million female soldiers and 1.5 million male soldiers. Israel has a unique law. Every citizen must undergo military training. Boys train for 3 years from the age of 15 and girls for 2 years. This mandatory training contributes to Israel's military might. Whether they choose to join the army or not, every citizen is prepared to defend their nation. Let's delve into the unique aspects of Israel's societal structure and their approach to national security. In Israel, military training is mandatory. Boys undergo 3 years of training, while girls complete 2 years. Unlike many countries, Israel doesn't have a written constitution. They adapt their laws according to changing needs, technology, and threats. Every Israeli man or woman knows how to use weapons. They believe in being prepared for any danger. While many countries worry about overpopulation, Israel views it differently. They see each new Israeli child as a potential citizen, no matter where they are born. An Israeli child born anywhere in the world is considered an Israeli citizen from birth. For instance, if an Israeli couple gives birth in India, their child is an Israeli citizen from day one. This unique approach to law, citizenship, and national security shapes the resilience of Israel amidst ongoing conflicts. Jerusalem, a city steeped in history, religion, and politics, is a complex puzzle waiting to be solved. Its historical significance is immense, with roots reaching deep into the annals of time. Religious factors further complicate matters, with the city being sacred to 3 major world religions. Political intricacies play a significant role too, with competing claims and challenges in finding a resolution. One facet of these complexities is Israel's unique citizenship rights. An Israeli citizen can live anywhere in the world and still retain their citizenship. Even after 50 years abroad, they can return to Israel. Another factor is Israel's clear-cut policies, which are unwavering regardless of who's in power. If an Israeli citizen is killed anywhere in the world, Israel vows to seek revenge, no matter the distance. International management could play a pivotal role in bringing stability to this city by navigating these complexities and fostering peace. In the heart of the Middle East, Israel sits surrounded by nations with complex relationships. This geopolitical scenario necessitates a strong defense. Historically, Israel has faced numerous threats. Its citizens have been targeted, leading to a strong resolve for retribution. This has shaped Israel's defensive posture, Geographically, Israel is flanked by Lebanon and Syria, with Iran and Iraq not too far away. The persistent regional conflicts have made Israel's security a constant challenge. Israel has shown a determined response to these threats. From individual operations to broader defensive strategies, the nation has taken steps to ensure the safety of its citizens. Crucially, Israel has also received consistent support from allies like the United States. This backing has played a significant role in bolstering Israel's defense capabilities. The geopolitical landscape, historical events, and regional conflicts have all contributed to Israel's need for a robust defense. It's a complex situation, a testament to Israel's resilience in the face of adversity.